Welcome to Tactico, DStv Ghana's web series breaking down the biggest transfers in football. Tactico is hosted by Jude Bellingham.
Hello, welcome to Tactico. My name is Jude Bellingham, and today we are talking about Real Madrid's US superstar, Jude Bellingham. So, Jude Bellingham joined Real Madrid for 103 million euros or 88 million pounds. He was not the biggest transfer fee of the summer, but he looks like he's having the biggest impact so far. In 4 games, he's already scored 5 goals, which is more than half of last season's total of 8 goals, which he scored in 31 games. But we knew Jude Bellingham was going to be a good player. We knew he was going to impress. But due to Real Madrid not having a striker, he stepped up and scored goals. But if Real Madrid were to get a superstar forward like Kylian Mbappe, Evan Ferguson or Erling Haaland, what would Jude Bellingham's role be in their team based on his time at Borussia Dortmund? So we'll talk about what he usually does at Dortmund and what he's doing now at Real Madrid. So in Real Madrid this season, Real Madrid have tended to play a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-3-1-2, with Bellingham playing at the tip of the diamond. He's usually played in central midfield in his time in Germany, but now he's playing as a more offensive number 10 and he's getting to the box and scoring a lot of goals. He scored those 5 goals on an XG of 1.8, which for me, from a statistical perspective, is not very sustainable. But his attacking intent and his willingness to get into the box means he'll always find himself in good positions. And Carlo Ancelotti has said he expects at least 15 goals from the midfielder every season he's at Real Madrid. But let's talk about what made Jude Bellingham a 100 million euro player. Well, it's very simple. He's a crazy progressor of the ball. If you get the ball in midfield, Bellingham is the man you want with it, and he's going to get into the final third very easily. Why do I say this? In the Bundesliga last season, he was third in passes into the final third with 194. He was first in successful take-ons with 86 and second in progressive passes with 252. So when it comes to progressing the ball, he's amazing. Not only that, in progressive carries, he was also 6th with 97. So moving the ball from A to B seems to be something he's very good at. What about the other things? Well, let's look at shot creating actions. Not only does he help get the ball into the final third, when it's in the final third, he makes things happen. 125 shot creation actions ranked him 8th in the Bundesliga. And for a player that plays as deep as he did as a central midfielder, this is a very impressive number. So you think, okay, Bellingham is great going forward. He's doing all this great stuff in the final third. But as a midfielder, a central midfielder, you want that work, or you want someone who's not afraid of tackles. Well, Bellingham isn't afraid of that either. 76 tackles was 6th in the Bundesliga and 51 blocks was 4th. Amazing numbers from him. So now, when I look at all these numbers put together, this gives me a complete midfielder, a midfielder I want in my team, and really a 100 million euro midfielder if there was anyone in world football right now. I'm very impressed with what he did last season progressing the ball, but what has changed this season and why is he scoring more? Well, the most obvious difference is that he's taking shots closer to goal. His average shot distance last season was 18 meters away from goal. This season is 12. And if this keeps up, for a player like him, I can expect the goals to go up, because for his whole time in the Bundesliga, he underperformed his XG ever so slightly, which means he was not showing signs of being a great finisher. There were goals there. I mean, he scored in 4 straight Champions League games last season. He was contributing here and there with the goals, but he wasn't really known as a finisher. Now, if he's scoring, taking shots from 12 meters out, that's up there with some of the best strikers like Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, and the like. So you can expect a better goal return from him taking shots closer to goal. Going forward, I don't know if Bellingham's scoring will continue the way it is based on the XG stats I previously mentioned, and the fact that in general you'd expect Real Madrid to buy a superstar striker in the future, because I don't believe the playing with Bellingham as a number 10 with Rodrigo and Vinicius up front is quite sustainable. And I think you'd want Bellingham in midfield, because the way he's able to progress the ball is something you won't find very easily in Europe. I think for now, with Luka Modric and Toni Kroos still in the team, you don't have to get that from Bellingham, but in the future, you'd want him deeper in midfield, able to progress the ball to a much more efficient and renowned striker of the ball.